Hi guys, it's Deborah from North of Somewhere Nomad, and today in this video I'm going to take you guys along as I set up the inside of my brand new Napier Sportz SUV tent, which I'm going to be using for winter car camping here on Vancouver Island, British Columbia. I'm also going to show you guys how I attach the SUV tent to my hatch, because when I leave, this whole SUV tent is a standalone tent, which is awesome. But when I do back into the tent, there's a process that you have to go through to attach the tent to the car. So I'm going to take you guys through that. If you're interested in seeing this stuff, then let's go. All right, guys. So before I take you in or take you along with me while I set up my inside of my tent for my cozy winter setup, I'm going to first walk you through how I attach the SUV tent to the car on the outside, and then what I do on the inside, and then we can get started on this inside tent setup. Okay, so I back the car up, I'm not sure if you can see, but right a little bit past the edge of the pole, because my hatch is smaller than most cars and I just want it to be nice and snug. So that's what I do. I'm very careful how I would just watch how I back up. So once I'm here where I want to be, I take this whole thing here is elastic around, and then there's a black part, and that goes up under the bumper. So I just give it a little tug, and at the same time I kind of start to feed this up. Now before I finish here, I'm going to go to the other side and do exactly what I did, pulling the elastic up over the bumper, and then we can continue on. Okay, so that side, the bumper is connected, and now I like to just pull this up and I temporarily connect it. Otherwise I keep going back and forth and it just undoes everything. So I'll just be right back. Okay, now what I do, see, I don't know if you can see this little antenna, but I like to put the sleeve over the antenna. So what I do is I just hold it down a bit and do like that. Okay, so we're good there. I just take that out first, because what I do here, there's a bunch of different hookups that are very similar to the Backroads SUV tent. I don't use them all. I just like to use this attachment here over the wheel and under into the guard underneath the wheel, just for, because if it does pour rain, it won't go in, but if I just leave it like that, there's a chance of rain coming in. Okay, so what I do is I just hook that on like that. It's all covered. And then for the top, you can take this buckle and wrap it around your roof rack. But for me, I find I don't want any kind of an opening here. So, and I'm already too close, or close enough. So what I do is I just take the buckle part and I'm gonna seal it into the door. But this side is a little tricky because the elastic wants to go in. And of course you watch your fingers. So once I'm there, snug as a bug in a rug. And I've already done that side, so it was the exact same. Okay, now let's go check out the inside. Okay, so going into the tent, I already have the door open. So what I've also done is I've already laid some mats on the floor, because I tend to walk in this direction a lot. So this is the attachment door. So it goes like that. So what I do is I come in and I take these zipper pulls and I just pull one all the way down to that side. And then I grab the other one and it goes down to there. So there you go. Now you can see my hatch inside the elastic part. But before I do that, I want to roll this up. So I just roll this up. And I use this little hook to keep it in place. And the same on this side. There. So that is nice and snug. So now what I do is I just lift the hatch. And there I am in my vehicle. So it's all sealed in on every part. I really just love this. So you can see with the door open, the interior light is on and it'll stay on until the door closes. So here's what I do. There's the door lock. And to bypass that, I simply push this up. So now the car thinks it's locked and hit my lock button and the light goes off. And I will keep that like that as long as I'm hanging out in the tent. So that's a great little trick, guys. So my view from when I'm in the car, this is the view. Everything is sealed up right now because I haven't really done much. And also the fly is on. So if the fly wasn't on, those triangles are all mesh. So it'd be really beautiful. It was a sunny day. And also as I roll down the windows, well, this is a window, then this is mesh here, but you can't see because the fly is on. So that's really sweet. So this door is identical to the front door, what I'm calling the front door. And what I can do is also, when I undo that, this is mesh. And in fact, I could also, if I want to leave the fly on, is use that as a canopy, that flap, and this flap as well. So I would essentially have two doors, or even if I wanted to keep the mesh on here, I could just have the canopy. There's so many options with this tent that I really love. Okay, so if we come back out to the car SUV setup, so now you can see there's the hatch up, which provides even more of a slope for rain to come down. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through my cozy winter setup for my SUV tent. This is the blank canvas and I have a plan for everything. So I'll just set it up and just show you what I'm doing as I go. Okay, first things first. So I have this rubber mat and then the two smaller mats to track my dirt as I walk in and out. So I have this one, this mat, and also I have another one the exact same size in my storage unit. But I wasn't sure if I needed both, but I definitely do. So my plan is, because I'll be mostly hanging out in this section here, I thought I would just put this like that for now. And then when I get the second one, I'll just fit it in so it makes sense for me in terms of what I'm doing and which area I navigate. Okay, so the next thing that's going in is this little foldable table. And my idea is that it's going to go over in that area because I have ideas for this side, but things may move around as I go. So let's see how this is going to set up. That was easy. Okay. Should be a locking mechanism under here. It's probably there. But for now, lift it like this. Perfect. And I figure what I'm going to use this for is some cooking or, yeah. Anyway, it's going to hold a lot of stuff. And when it's nice out and I don't have the fly on, this will be all screened in. So I also have this little table, which is, I guess it's meant to be a TV tray or a computer desk. So, and as you can see, everything here just folds up super compact. And most of these things are going to fit right in my cargo box, my hardtop. So I'm going to set this up and just see if I even want to use it or if there's enough room. So this just snaps in to place there. And then these poles, I hate when these little push things are so tight. They're really, really tight. There. Okay, this goes this way. And then that goes that way. But of course, one is higher than the other. Or is it? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, I think that's the height we want. There. That is super cute, and I just don't know where I'm going to put it in this moment. Maybe it'll just go right in here or something. Okay. Okay, the next thing is this. Super small when it's packed up, but it's going to be my clothes rack hanger. So I'll show you this, and I really love this idea because during the winter there's going to be so much wet and I don't like it, and I worry about my clothes my jackets never getting dry. Holy duct tape. Duct tape overkill. All right, so sometimes I get this wrong. Okay, I believe this is the top. Which one is the bottom piece? Okay, I figure I could probably put shoes or something on there, but we'll see if that's in there. I was thinking right here, but when I was putting this together, I forgot how big everything was. So I figured it's got to be either on this side or that side. And that side is like car access. I think it's going to have to stay right there. All right, guys. So I fiddled around with things. I did some moving around, and I'm going to show you guys that. But first, I just finished my dishes and I'm starting to feel the raindrops. So I'm going to seal off the car, make sure everything's really good there. I'm going to bring down this fly, check all my stakes, and then I'm going to come in. We're going to need some lighting, and I have some ideas. So as soon as I finish off with the rain prep, I'll be right back and we'll set up the lights. Okay, rain prep done. I'm going to close this for now so we can set up the lighting. Okay, hopefully you guys can see me. Okay guys, so starting from this corner, I've set up my chair and my little footstool, and then I've already put a little blanket there. And then my computer table, and actually it pulls right around in front of the chair. So if I wanted to work on my laptop, I could, or have my meals there. And then I moved the white table over on this side. And then I've got my little plastic bin under there where I can store food or cutlery, dishes, that kind of stuff. And then it's out of the way. And then I put my jackery there because that's probably where I'll make coffee. I could use my rice cooker there. And then I put the water jug on here, and I'm going to get like a little bowl in case there's water spill or something like that. I really love that setup. And then there again is my coat rack, which is going to get replaced with a coat tree. And then coming around, there's the door. And then over here, I've got my extra shoes that I'll need, my garbage. And then these are my cozy slippers. So I can put those on right when I get out of bed. And then behind there is my potty and stuff. And back to the car. So what I'm going to do now is set up some lighting. Okay guys, I know it's super dark, so I'm going to go fast with this. Well, I'll just show you that this is my camping lantern. And I've had this since day one. And I love it so much because it can, well, you'll see it's got 4 different settings. And where this is going to go is probably up top. But I also leave it in my like bedroom area for at night. So here, the first setting is like crazy bright, right? Like I never use that. It's like hurts your eyes bright. But the second setting, that's nice. Like obviously I wouldn't have it like that, but if it was there, it just gives a nice, it's like a reading lamp. And then this is my favorite. So this is candle mode and it actually flickers. Oh, and then there's the red light district. We don't use that one very often, if ever. So then what I have are some tea lights, and this is a votive pillar candle LED light. So those are going to look gorgeous. And then I also have, oh, here's 2, oh, that's a smaller votive type of candle. And also some fairy lights. So I have an idea. These I think for sure are going to go up into the gear sack because I think it's going to look gorgeous. And then I don't know if I'll put the camping lantern up there yet because I use it a lot when I'm inside in the bed. And then that's the last thing I turn off when I go to sleep. These are going to be fun to set up. And also, I just wanted to say, like, just sitting in here right now, I could completely be self-sufficient within my car and my SUV tent because, you know, I imagine if it's pouring rain for days on end, I could still hang out in here, cook in here. You know, I've got my potty and all my electronics and stuff. So I just feel like this is such an amazing setup. I'm almost excited for it to snow. Well, I should knock on wood. But I feel great about hanging out in here as long as I needed to. All right, so let's get set up with these little lights. I think we'll go with the fairy lights to start because I think that'll make in here super bright. Oh, and of course, yeah, should have got the batteries before this. 3, so 6. Is it 6 triple A's? 6 triple A's. Okay, I'll go grab the batteries and then we can set that up. Okay, these are the fairy lights. This was literally almost impossible to open. In fact, I had to crack it. I don't know. I checked for where the snaps are. Anyway, I did it. So let's have a look. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Let's not break it. So this was supposed to be This one is 6 feet, I think. So I think it's going to fill up the gear mesh bag really nicely. So have I tangled this up or what? They're very delicate. Holy. Super, super delicate. It almost looks Christmassy. Okay, so now I'm going to put them up in the mesh bag, and then we'll see how it looks. Only thing is that I will have to go up here every time I want to turn these on. All right, got it all done, and there's the fairy lights. I'm going to rearrange it a little bit, but I just wanted to get it done. And then that's my little computer table. And then also coming into the car, I've got that lit up. Sitting in here is super cozy. It'd be fun to even get one of those LED fireplaces. You know, the possibilities are endless. Okay guys, well thanks so much for hanging out with me while I set up the inside of my new Napier Sportz SUV tent. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.